Have you ever heard of a tea shop inside of a teapot? Well, I'm about to blow your mind, but first the spider check. Aha! Wait, what is that? Is that a spider? Oh, thank God, it's just a fluff ball. Okay, so I'm trying to split this teapot in half, and look at this. The whole bottom just popped out. I was not expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting, but it definitely was not that. And this teapot took a few hits with the hammer before I got any sort of progress. Why is it when I don't want to break something, I break it, but when I do want to break something, it's impossible? Look, I keep just getting little windows. Ah! Finally. Now, I know that breaking teapots give a lot of people some big feelings, and that's okay. We can have big feelings, but if it's not your teapot, you can't really tell me what to do with it. I'm just saying. If I want to glue this butt to the bottom of my teapot, I can do that. See, look, it's like in the shape of a butt. But it's not because it's the bottom, so it's the floor, which is sort of the butt of the teapot. I don't know, but I'm using this clay to glue the floor on because I trust this clay more than any glue. And look, I hear you when you guys ask what kind of clay I use. I use Epoxy Sculpt by Aves. I've told you that. What, are you guys not listening? Do we need to get our listening ear? I'm just kidding. I know, not everybody sees all my videos, and people have bad memories. I have a terrible memory. What were we talking about? Ooh, look, creepy crawlies. Because it wouldn't be an Ashley project without a little bit of creepy and a little bit of crawly. And did you see that super cool leaf that I made as a window? What? That's cool, right? Now, one thing that a tea shop needs besides tea are shelves because, you know, we need shelves for all the tea paraphernalia that the bowls can knock over. Isn't that a thing? Like bowls in a tea shop? Or is it? No, it's a china shop. That's right. So my tea shop is going to be run by spiders because I have an intense fear. I don't know if you know this, but I have an intense fear of spiders living inside of my teapots. And I just know that one day I'm going to lift up that lid and there's going to be a whole family of spiders just staring at me rent free, kind of like Emily. Emily, what are you doing? That's right, you're my rent-free kitty. You don't even catch creepy crawlies, do you? Oh, I see you try, Emily, but I'm pretty sure she operates on a catch and release basis. Anyways, so I'm adding this spider web right to the handle. What do you think spiders would name a tea shop? Ooh, how about Cobweb Cafe? Tangled Webs Tea? Creepy crawly tea creations? Although I would bet that spiders don't think of themselves as creepy. Hold up, check out my bubbles. Yeah, I add bubbles to everything just because it makes things look old and imperfect. And I like imperfect, okay? And look at that, I just painted everything white. I don't know, I just figured it's a teapot, so teapots should be white, I guess. But I like a little pop of color, so I used these shards that I broke off and glued them to the side. Look at that pop of color. Ooh, and here comes the most important part, the circle window. You know, everything needs a circle window. Now, if only my husband believed that. Would you see that? I added all the cobblestones. And now I'm painting all the cobblestones. That way it looks like tea has been inside the teapot because it's a teapot and it makes sense, okay? Is it a store? Is it a teapot? Yes. Yes, it is. Also, it just makes all the details pop and you know that dirt is my favorite color, or maybe it's a design choice. Yeah, it's more of an aesthetic. I mean, I don't want dirt in my own home, but I'm definitely like making dirt paint, painting dirt onto teapot. What? Words not working. I don't know what I'm saying. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm done with the dirt. Look, we got a tea shop. Next, we need the little teapots. And look, I'm actually adding tea to this teapot. Even though nobody's gonna see that there's tea in that teapot, but I will know. I will know that there's tea in that teapot. And if I didn't add tea, it would have haunted me. I would have known that it was just an empty teapot inside of a tea shop being all fake. It was a fake teapot. But now I can sleep soundly. So you might be wondering what the heck this thing is. And I think when I made it, I wasn't really sure. Other than I knew that I had to put something on the other side of this teapot. But look, it's a chain octopus with 4 chainy tentacles. Anyways, so I made a little chandelier, but it's not just any chandelier. It's gonna be really cool. Hold on. I promise you it gets cool. Right now I'm painting it, but watch this. See this little platter thing? I put it right in the middle and it sits there perfectly, right in the middle of our chandelier. But what else do we put on our chandelier? That's right, teacups. I only want my teacups on top of chandeliers, along with my tea cookies. Or biscuits if you're from the UK. So this is gonna be like a serving chandelier, like the Lazy Susans of chandeliers. Whoa, check out these super glue strings. I've never seen this before. They like dripped and hardened into string. It's weird. Anyway, so now I didn't like the graphic on that teapot, so I just sanded it off. You know, like a criminal's fingerprints. Speaking of criminals, Emily, quit stealing my stuff. Schwab Bippy. We got some sticks that I painted, and I'm going to use them to hang my Lazy Susan chandelier. I don't know who Susan is or why she's so lazy, but I feel like we need to rename the Lazy Susan to perhaps the lazy husband, although that's kind of sexist and not all husbands are lazy. However, I would argue that more husbands are lazy than Susans are. And I'm not saying that my husband's lazy because he's not. Hold on, watch this. Whee! Anyways, if he wanted to prove that he wasn't lazy, I could think of a few circle projects he could work on. However, my point is that some men have the reputation of being lazy in the kitchen. Unlike Susan. Oh my god, it's a spitter. Oh, it's so creepy. Anyways, so we renamed the Lazy Susan. And if any husbands have anything to argue about this, imagine how Susan feels. So anyways, maybe I should get back to the art instead of offending husbands everywhere. So look at that. I made a spider. Isn't it? It's creepy. I can only imagine that this is like the mama spider that runs the tea shop. And she lets her babies run all over the place. Yeah, it's one of those establishments. I don't even know what I meant by that. Ooh, I know. So like her boss won't let her take time off because her babies are sick. So she had to bring them to work. What's she gonna do? She's a mama spider. She gotta take care of her kids. And if the boss is gonna be a jerk and not let her, take time off to take care of her kids, then they gotta come to work with her. And they're coughing all over the cakes and biscuits. It's gross. Wait, don't spiders die after their babies hatch? I don't know. All I know about spiders is what I've learned from Charlotte's Web, so I guess they're pretty good spellers. And I'm pretty sure that there's a family of them living in one of my teapots somewhere. And it's their life's mission to pop out and scare me at some point. That's all I know about spiders. And I don't really care to know anymore. So don't come in my comments with spider trivia, because spiders scare me. Anywho, look at my little tea table with the little skulls from their enemies. But every teapot tea shop needs a tea cake. Emily, it's not real. You can't eat that. She's just making sure. Anyway, so look at my little tea cake. Isn't that cute? And look at the little whipped cream poop that I put on top. It's freaking adorable. And you can't tell me otherwise that these cakes are not freaking adorable. Look at this one with the oranges. I can't even control how freaking adorable these are. So apparently spiders are really good bakers too. I mean, they do have a lot of extra arms. I bet they're really good multitaskers. And I'm just gonna say this now. I bet their kitchen has bugs in their cakes because spiders eat bugs, get it? And look at that, we're done. What do you guys think of my tea shop inside of my teapot run by tea spiders? Wait, tea spiders? Is that a thing? Anyways, don't forget, I have a Creepy Crafts book coming out October 15th. The link's in my bio. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. So this is the last miniature of my cheap miniatures that I bought on Amazon. And again, we're not going to follow instructions because instructions are for lamos who are lame. I don't know. I'm just kidding. If you follow instructions, I actually implore you. Applaud. I applaud you because I can't follow instructions. I get bored reading the title of these miniatures. I didn't even realize what they were called until somebody pointed out that they were called something funny, which this is not a sponsored video, so I can't really tell you what they're actually called. Well, I mean, I could, but I don't really stand by these miniatures. I mean, they're cool, but they definitely have some quality issues, and I don't sponsor them at all. I just want to make their stuff. Anyways, let's get back to this miniature. I didn't mean to go off topic so much. Oh my god, it's a spider. Oh yeah, so I'm doing a cafe, and it was supposed to be like a coffee cafe, but that's boring. Oh look, they want me to make a little thing of straws, but I did not feel like cutting the wire and stripping it for the straw part, so I'm gonna make flowers. Okay, so instead of coffee, I'm thinking like a witch's cafe. You know, like a place for your local witch to stop and drink some tea, because I assume witches drink tea over coffee. Actually, that's probably not true. I don't know. Tea seems more witchy than coffee anyways. So these are the little tea containers, which I painted. And like the tops are little button nipples. Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that. And then I got to make little teacups, which is the biggest pain. Oh my gosh, this wire does not want to stay on the teacup. I know I make it look easy, but trust me, that took me like 17 tries. I didn't even do the second teacup. And then every little witch's cafe needs amethyst because it's purple and I love purple and I love amethyst, and that's a good enough reason for me. And next I'm gonna do the lights because we need to light up our tea hut. Is it a tea hut? I have no idea where that word came from, but I like it. So I'm kind of envisioning this, I guess we're calling it a tea hut. Witch's hut? Yeah, I'm gonna go with witch's hut. I'm kind of envisioning this witch's hut as like a place you would stop and talk to other witches and, you know, pick up different potions and elixirs. Are those the same thing? Pretty sure a potion is an elixir, but an elixir is not a potion. So you would stop and drink your tea and like get all the gossip. You know, the witchy gossip. Who put a hex on who and who got a circle window this week? Spoiler, it wasn't me. But look at my circle sign. I had to replace the coffee symbol with something, so I just went with like the 3 spiral symbol. And then I built the cute little counter where the witches would sit at. But a clean counter would be boring, so we're gonna clutter it up. And then look at the little vase I'm adding with little sticks. Or I mean wands. Didn't you know that it's impolite to not leave your witch's wand at the door? And then we need a spell book. Look, I do realize it says Treasure Island, but nobody's gonna know, okay? Look, I flipped it over. It could be the Treasure Island spell book. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm just adding it to the base, which I add a second base because otherwise the battery's just sitting there in the open, and I don't know if that's an issue. So I cover it. And check out my little tarot cards. Look, every witch's hut needs a couple tarot cards, right? And also they're super cute, so yeah. And then I'm using the glue cap and a marble to make a fortune teller ball, a crystal ball, that's the word. Okay, so maybe I should come up with a story because I don't know what else to talk about. And you all seem to like my stories, though I have no idea why. Most of them are pretty terrible. So I guess here's another terrible story. So the owner of this tea shop, this witch's tea shop, we'll just call him Bob. So Bob has been overcharging people for years at his witch's hut. And he's been running kind of a shady practice. And I don't mean that he was selling shades in the back. All right, that was a terrible joke. Anyways, so if you came in and you gave him like the code word, which the code word is octopus, by the way, he would give you black magic potions. And that's kind of a faux pas in the witches community here. But Bob has no standards. He's just in it for the money. And he has a fairy dust problem. So he needs a lot of money at the moment. So he's giving out as many black magic potions as he can. So one day Bob gave this girl, who we'll name Stacy, a black magic potion. Because look, Stacy was jealous of her mom, who apparently has it going on. And she was tired of her mom always stealing the boys. So she did what any young person would do. Buy a black magic potion from a super shady shop from a shady part of town. But Bob is overworked from all the black magic potions that he's been trying to pump out so that he can pay off his fairy dust debts. And he accidentally mixed up the word beauty with the super secret word octopus. So after drinking the potion, she turns into an octopus. And as you can imagine, she's not happy about that. And can you blame her? I mean, here she just wanted to be beautiful. And let's be honest, she was beautiful to begin with. But now she's an octopus, which, you know, is beautiful, but not quite what she was asking for. So she goes on a rampage and unalives Bob, who's the only person that can turn her back into a human. And so now she just hangs out at the witch's hut, hoping that somebody can turn her back. But it doesn't look too good for her. And all because Stacy's mom had it going on. Anyways, what do you guys think? And what haunted hidey hole would you like to see me do next? I'm back with another creepy teapot. I got this one for $4.99 at Savers. Now let's do the spider check. Spiders, are you in there? They said no, so we should be good, right? I don't know if I trust spiders to tell the truth, so let's shake it just in case. Oh my gosh, I knew they were lying. Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's just a plastic spider, but I had you going, didn't I? I totally should have been an actor. Or maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, I promise I will never do that again because I am terrified of spiders inside of teapots, as you know. But I figured with this project, I might as well face my fears and make this teapot into a spider teapot. And look at this, it's a teapot on top of a teapot. How cute. Or at least it was until I started adding these spider legs. Unless you're one of that rare percentage of people that find spiders cute. I mean, I'm not one of those people. Unless you're talking about like that jumping spider on TikTok that talks. Here she is, mini Robo Muppets. I highly recommend going and watching some of those videos. They're so cute.
I'm gonna eat all the bugs.
Okay, you're just gonna eat them one at a time though, okay?
Okay.
No, wait, I meant after this video. Come back, come back. Please don't leave because my algorithm has not been algorithming lately. And I'm sure this little tangent didn't help it. So let's get on with this project. And forget about that other video until I'm done. And then go follow her. Anyways, I figured a spider on top of a teapot that's spewing out little tiny baby spiders needed to also be a spider. See, we're Spidey fighting? Spider fire. We're making everything spiders. And these little pus bubbles are the eggs, I assume. Pus bubble is a really weird, really strange word. Okay, so on to the paint. This is where I kind of messed up. I wanted it to be colorful, but I hated this purple. So there was only one thing to do, and that was to wipe it all off. But then I decided I kind of liked the purple, so I taped it off and spray painted it the same color. Honestly, I don't know why I'm like this. Because spoiler, at some point I hated the purple again, but I decided it is what it is, and I just moved on with my life and went to painting the bottom, which didn't go any smoother than the top, but I ended up painting it all black. See, watch my magic. Ooh, and the best part, taking off the tape. Ooh, look at that tapey goodness. I love that part. Okay, next I added some green accent colors, and then Emily's tail got in the way. I swear, come on, Emily, move your tail. Anyways, so apparently I thought the green was a great idea, which it was not, because I kept going with the green. So much green. Green feet, green whatever these things are, a green pus bubbles, and egg pouch. And then I added blue. I don't know why I added blue. It wasn't in the plan. The plan was supposed to be green and purple, and I don't know why I went off script, but there it is. I think my brain just said blue. You got to do blue now. And I don't know what your brain tells you what to do, but when my brain tells me what to do, they can be mean. And rather than upset it, I went with the blue. Don't worry, I paint over it again. I mean, spoiler. Oh, look, and yep, here I am. I'm painting it gold now. But not the whole thing gold for some reason. I just did little spots. I'm not sure what I was thinking. And I mean, we've come this far, so I might as well just slap some foil on top of it. Which, by the way, foil is really messy. I hate this stuff. I don't know why I use it other than it looks nice. It's okay, we got the fortress of suction to suck up all the foil that wants to infiltrate my studio. Trust me when I say foil is worse than glitter. It literally gets everywhere. It will not come off your hands. Look at that, I'm multitasking. I can suck and brush. And then this is where I just sort of gave up, and I gave the whole thing a coat of gold paint. I even painted over the foils, so I don't know what the purpose of that really was, except, you know, I made a little sparkly spot, I guess. I mean, this was totally planned. This is exactly how I wanted this teapot to be, with just so many layers of paint. But you know what? In the end, it looks fine. It's fine. It's not terrible. I mean, I've only painted and repainted these spiders about 100 times. And I sort of like the finish. It's like a old brass teapot, and then we gotta add its hat. There, now his head won't get cold. I do like its silhouette, so, you know, that's something. Anyways, what do you guys think? Do you think it's okay? Should I have kept the colors? I know a lot of you are gonna say that you liked the colors better, but you're wrong, in my opinion. Oh, by the way, this project reminds me of a project that's in my book. Oh, hey, did you know that I wrote a book? Hold on, don't leave yet. I know most people leave when you start self-promoting, but seriously, if you want to make a project kind of like this that's, you know, more well thought out than this one, the link's in my bio to pre-order my book. See, here's a picture of it. It's a teacup with legs, kind of like this teapot with legs. Only it's way cooler because it's a teacup. And it's in a book with other creepy projects. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Bye.